Energy Corporation. We have the President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Harvey Luis Leanna. We also have Mr. Abin Dalhani, PNOC RC Director. And then Mr. Ali Mindiliano, representing SECDEN, Bernie Cruz of PCA Chairman. We also have Jerry Chua, the Vice President Finance, APTI REC, and Engineer Gabriel Comia, the VP for R&D, APTI REC. Good afternoon, sir. We also have Jedemiah Joseph L. De Castro. And Mr. John James Salvo. From NTC, we have our President and CEO, Mr. Fernando Martin Roxas. Oh, we also have, sorry sir, Mr. Pete Pilite, EVP of PNOC RC. And then we have our President and Chief Executive Officer, Fernando Martin Roxas. We also have our Vice President for our Legal Counsel, Mr. Melchor Radune. Our Vice President for SPUG, Mr. Larry Sabelina. And our Vice President for Power Engineering, Mr. Rohel P. Teves. We also have our Vice President for Admin and Finance, Mr. Alexander P. Hapon. Okay, so this MOU, the purpose of this MOU is to promote the development of an integrated and intermodal logistical and technical systems for the production of biofuel and biomass, which will stabilize the renewable energy power resources of the country, while at the same time contribute to the promotion of economic development and social progress in the country. It will also provide access and transfer of technology to MPC on the use of energy biofuel or palm oil fuel as alternative fuel for its palm generation plants, including access to APTI's palm oil from its Palawan plantation, and develop a market for the supply of palm oil as a fuel source in that country. It will also identify priorities for the development of sustainable renewable energy, biofuel and biomass, hydropower industries with emphasis on off-grid areas operated under the SPUG areas, and collaborate to build a prototype bioenergy renewable power plant that uses oil palm as fuel. This MOU is also strictly limited to expressing a desire of the parties for mutual cooperation and commitment of both private and public sectors, and is not intended to impose any legally binding obligation of any nature on either party until after the execution of the Memorandum of Agreement or any definitive agreements on the subject. So we will now have the signing by our both presidents and CEO. After the signing, we will have the message of our president and the president of APTI Renewable.
Good afternoon, gentlemen and lady. I call this mission as a dubious mission because this will be coming from the people, and this is now part of the empowerment of the people. Precisely, part of the system is the concepts of oil fund, and therefore the social impact on this is on the people. That's why this part of the system also is this will stop the so-called poverty alleviation. This will be a part of the poverty alleviation, and since now the people know is part of this energy development, this is a new game changer in the part of the power generation of the country. Because normally we do only individual companies or some people do the energy development, but this time the people itself is part of it. And also PNOC is also part of this development. Precisely, they will take charge on the technical aspect on the field. They will be part of this. And also in Indonesia, actually this was developed way back 2008 in Indonesia, precisely during the time of Bang Yudhoyono. Unfortunately, Bang at the time it was already developed, way back 2008. I think that this will compete with the edible oil that is being used as part of their requirement in house-to-house requirement. But they have to stop that, but they continue precisely in Europe. Almost 1/3, that is the total production in Asia, like Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, as well as Thailand. Actually, they stopped buying the edible oil to Indonesia. To Europe. Precisely, they found out that there is a palmitic substance that really convert into bad cholesterol. That's why, for us, we will develop this into a energy power instead of using this as an edible oil, because we have to have the so-called live and let live. In other words, we will let the coconut farmers live in itself, and the oil palm farmers will also live using now these two energy utilization. So I think this will be a jump start to have really a more sufficient power generation. Precisely, the feedstocks will be coming from the people. We will develop that on the countryside, and in turn, it will also retrofit the backbone economy, because our backbone economy now actually is collapsing. But with this endeavor that President Nani Roxas has started, I think this will enhance the backbone economy, and therefore the economic development in the countryside will be achieved. Also, actually this energy development, energy power that we are going to develop, we call this as bioenergy modular embedded power generation. There is a law that was passed, I think during the time of President Duterte, that every LGU, they have to have their own generating facility. Like for example, in Mindanao and the Visayas, they should have at least 5 megawatt power for every LGU. And for Luzon, it's 10 megawatt power. So it would be also a good start for us to work on this, because this does not only intend to be developed on the government side, but actually the people itself will be empowered in doing this. So I think with this MOU signing, this will kick off now the vision and mission of NPC to have all the SPUG units be replaced by palm oil genset, so that we will have at least a 24/7 power generation. Because right now, I understand that these diesel-driven power plant in the countryside has been there for almost 50 years. So it's the same as, men, if you're already 50 and above, your strength is not of the same during your school days or college days. So I would say that this is not the beginning of the new game changer in energy development. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Harley. And now, let's hear it from our President, Sir Nani Roxas.
Thank you, Harley, for those well-said words. Definitely, there is a agreement in what we want to do, and I think APTI will help us achieve what we intend to achieve in our SPUG operations, and that is more affordable power, cleaner, renewable, and of course, let's not forget the LEANO component, which should improve the economic lives of the people in our SPUG areas. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Sir Nani. So now we'll have the ceremonial exchange of the MOU. Photo ops lang, sir. Both presidents po. Ganyan mo na, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir, and looking forward to working with APTI. So now, we'll have our ceremonial toast. So everyone, please raise your glass for the success of this MOU. Ba't ako nilag? For the success of this Memorandum of Understanding between NPC and APTI Renewable Energy Corporation. Cheers! So we'll have our short snacks, or it will be served to you. Thank you. Thank you everyone for attending. Photo off the po lahat. I-arrange mo na. Thank you everyone, and enjoy your snacks po.